Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Dun, dun. It's a raccoon with a talk show slinging culture facts you might not know. From the biggest flops to the greatest hits, this is Trash Can Tidbits.
Hi everyone, I'm Beaton, and welcome back to Trash Can Tidbits. Last week I asked the question, which classic movie prior to Zootopia displayed the sign, "We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone"? The answer is Giant. Released in 1956, this film tells the sprawling story of several generations of a Texas rancher family experiencing social and rural change through the early to mid-20th century. The sign shows up towards the end of the movie in a scene where Rock Hudson's character, Bick, gets into a fight with a racist diner owner because he ejects a Mexican family from his establishment. Bick ends up losing the fight, and the sign ends up displayed on him as a last laugh. The sign's reappearance in Zootopia is a reminder of that scene. Speaking of which, this year also happens to be the 5th anniversary of Zootopia. Can you really believe it's been 5 years? No, it's hard to believe that it came out on March 4th, 2016, and the impact is still going strong. It really feels like no time has passed at all. So this week on TCT, I'm going to present 10 neat Zootopia facts. Some of these you may know, some you may not. If you do though, that's great. Hopefully I do my part to entertain you out there anyway. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started with fact number 1. Did you know that some crucial tools Nick and Judy use in the teaser trailer are nowhere to be seen in the film itself? Nick has a smartphone in the trailer and in various promotional materials, and Judy has an elephant tranquilizer gun. For some reason though, neither character uses these things in the film itself. It seems that Nick doesn't even use social media after all, or isn't even remotely seen to own a smartphone whatsoever, even though all the other characters use one. Fact 2. Did you know that the actors who played Judy's parents, Bonnie and Stu, are not only best friends in real life, but also frequent collaborators? Bonnie Hops is played by Bonnie Hunt, and Stu Hops is played by Don Lake, an on-screen producer of Hunt's real-life TV talk show. Lake has also co-created a sitcom for Hunt, fittingly titled Life with Bonnie. Hunt herself is also no stranger to animated films, appearing as Dolly in the Toy Story franchise, as well as Sally Carrera in the Cars franchise. Fact 3. Did you know that the reason the movie is called Zootropolis in other parts of the world is because of a name dispute with a European zoo? The Givskud Zoo in Denmark had trademarked the name Zootopia already, so as a result, the name of the film is Zootropolis in Europe, which Disney changed themselves. The zoo has now officially been known as Givskud Zoo Zootopia since 2019 to coincide with the park's 50th anniversary. Fact 4. Did you know that Shakira herself had a lot of input with how the character Gazelle should look? She requested that the animation team, quote, put some meat on her, allowing her to have the singer's famous hips. The scantily clad dancing tigers also come from a Shakira song, Loca, which contains the line, "Soy loca con mi tigre," which means, I'm crazy with my tiger. I'll say. Fact 5. Did you know that although the song Try Everything contains the line, "Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up," there are no birds in the film at all. Also, there are no reptiles or primates either, only mammals. This is in keeping with the true predator versus prey dynamics of the film. However, I have seen fan fiction alike that suggests that predators do eat chicken, so perhaps this will be explored in other Zootopia media? Who knows? Fact 6. Did you know that despite being a major supporting character and drive of the plot, Emmett Otterton does not have a single line of dialogue in the entire film? The only sound he makes is when he becomes feral and savage after having been attacked with the Night Howler serum. The only character that speaks for him is his wife, Mrs. Otterton. The name Emmett Otterton is also a takeoff on the Jim Henson special, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Fact 7. Did you know that social media personality Zack King makes a vocal cameo in the film? He plays a wolf that is brought into the ZPD with a muzzle on and says, "Come on, he bared his teeth first." King is known on social media for his 6-second magic tricks. such as turning water into ice and jumping through doors and fences. In fact, a promotional video released for Zootopia shows King's wolf character in the ZPD jail and doing his famous jumping through bars trick, only to emerge wearing only his underwear. He picks up his hat, covers himself, and runs away. Fact 8. Did you know that cast members Idris Elba and J.K. Simmons did voice work in quite a few other animated films of 2016? Elba, who plays Chief Bogo, also played Shere Khan in Disney's live-action remake of The Jungle Book and Fluke the Sea Lion in Finding Dory. Simmons, who played Mayor Lionheart, also played the main villain Kai in Kung Fu Panda 3. Similarly, Jenny Slate, who played Assistant Mayor Bellwether, also played Gidget the Pomeranian in The Secret Life of Pets, which was also released in 2016. Fact 9. Did you know that Judy was not going to be the main focus of the story at first? Nick was. She was also going to be older and more experienced as a police officer, but it was found that she would be too cold and unlikable. Nick, in the beginning, was also going to be the son of a tailor and wear suits for most of the film, with Finnick being the guy who wears the Hawaiian shirt. Once the directors started over, though, the personalities became switched. Judy was made an optimistic rookie, as well as the main character. Nick became the guy with the Hawaiian shirt, and the idea of him being the son of a tailor was dropped in favor of him having a single mother, whom we only see once. It's unclear what happened to his father. Fact 10. Did you know that not only is Mr. Big a clear reference to The Godfather, but Maurice LaMarche, who plays him, is no stranger to Godfather impersonations? LaMarche is well known for playing the Brain on Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. He also appeared in the Goodfeathers segments from Animaniacs as the God Pigeon. Unlike Mr. Big, though, the God Pigeon communicates in much more of a mumbling voice. Other than that, though, LaMarche is very good at Marlon Brando impersonations. And here's this week's trivia question. In my last video, I mentioned that Nick's middle name is Piberius, which is never said in the film itself. The same goes for Judy's middle name. So all you hardcore Zootopia fans out there, this is for you. My question is, what is Judy Hopps' middle name? And there we go for this week. You know, even 5 years later, it still kind of bothers me that there were no raccoons in the movie, even though I think they'd made great sanitation workers for the city. Although, for one last piece of trivia, I'll mention this, courtesy of Star Raccoon. There was going to be a career day in one draft of the script in which one of Judy's classmates, a raccoon, declares he wants to be a sanitation worker. And of course, in the Japanese dub, one of the news anchors is a tanuki instead of Peter Moosebridge. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. Perhaps when Disney decides to explore Zootopia more, we can finally see some raccoons. I may be a bit biased. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy 5th anniversary to Zootopia. I hope this film continues to inspire folks to chase their dreams and allow them to be anything they want to be, in spite of physical appearance, setbacks, and even species. Now, how about Zootopia 2 already, Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell for future video notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.